think that was the sweetest, most romantic thing ever, and Hi guys, and welcome to a new video here on my channel. My name is Abby. Thank you for joining me here today in our cozy, chaotic corner of the internet. Now, if you're new here, we do a lot of bookish media fun videos here on the channel, and if this sounds like something you're enjoying, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. I love you the most. Now, in today's video, we're gonna continue our book Blitz extravaganza that we're doing here. I don't know how else to call it. With the next book in the Shatter series, which is actually Ignite Me. And this is allegedly meant to be the best in the series, okay? Now, if you missed the previous episodes and you're curious about it, I'm gonna link here. There's a whole playlist that I made, and you get daily bits, daily small vlogs from me this month. So I hope you enjoy, I hope you have fun. Make sure you stay tuned for, tomorrow's episode if that's your thing, and make sure you check the previous one so we can be up to date with all my thoughts on this series and more, because we have quite a lot planned for this month. But on this series, so we have to start Ignite Me. The plot is very much plotting with the previous episodes. If I'm not gonna repeat myself, but make sure you check those out if you want to see my full thoughts. And I am quite curious what's gonna come of everything. Okay, now I do one more. I know we're gonna get more of him. I mean, it's impossible not to. Adam is still pissing me off. That hasn't changed a bit. So I'm just gonna get into it. We're gonna start listening to it because that's what we've been doing. I really need to get the physical books as the trophies, but in the meantime, we're gonna continue listening to it. And I will see you in a moment with my first thoughts on Ignite Me. So we are 50% in. I hope you can see there. And first and foremost, I was so sucked in that I completely forgot to update you. So I'm sorry about that, but we're gonna talk about it now. I cannot stand Adam. Do you remember how I keep saying that he's pissing me off? Yep, still there. Still pissing me off so fucking bad. Oh, I can't stand him. Now, let's start with the beginning, okay? I think that Warren is so sweet, the way he takes care of her, and he made sure she's fucking safe and not dead and everything, and that was so sweet and so nice. And just, I mean, with that man, he's just incredible. He's phenomenal. I swear to God, you guys. And the way he would literally do anything for her just to make sure she's okay, she's safe, and literally he patched her up and then sent her away to someone else because he was convinced, and he is convinced, that she doesn't have feelings for him. So if that's not the ultimate moral high ground, I don't know what is. And okay, so that's been happening. I love the fact that he literally took her to make sure that everyone is, well, the whole thought was to show her exactly what's the remaining of the war and everything, okay? So not quite to reunite her with the people, but well, that happened because guess what? There are still some people that are alive. And again, he would do anything just to make sure she's fine, and that includes leaving her with them and just being fine with it because there is no alternative, there's no other choice. Do you know what I mean? It's just so noble of him, I swear to God. Plus, again, that freaking Adam. Oh my God, I cannot stand him. It's pissing me off so freaking bad. I cannot express in words how much it's pissing me off. He's throwing a tantrum like he owns her, like he has any right to anything that she does. He cannot accept, for the love of God, that they are broken up and they are not a couple anymore. He cannot put that idea into his tiny little brain. simply because that's what she thinks. That he's better. He knows everything. She's a brilliant woman, and she's reborn now, which is absolutely amazing. Simply because she finally found the confidence to, deal with things and be her own person and actually use her abilities and be independent, which she never was. And it's so freaking empowering and so awesome. And then he's an ass about it, because why not? Then I cannot stand him. It's just so annoying to me. And again, the fact that simply because he saw them together and noticed the way they look at each other and everything, and he's convinced there's something between them, which, don't get me wrong, that's not wrong. But again, you cannot throw a tantrum like a 5-year-old. Everyone's sake is at stake here, and you simply choose to throw a tantrum because that's how you see fit. Is just throw a fit and that's it. Oh, no, it's just so freaking annoying. And again, I mean, I actually like the fact that he threw her out in a way, because Warren could step in and be the great man of that he is. And even though he cannot stand other people except from her, he still took them and gave them everything they wanted just so they will join them. And Julian won't have to be without them. I think that was the sweetest, most romantic thing ever. And that is so freaking adorable. It's like that icy guy that melts a bit for her. And it's just so freaking cute. I love him so much. And the way that he literally treats her as an equal. And it's just empowering her and enabling her, not just trying to treat her like a China doll. Plus the friendship between Kenji and Juliette. I absolutely love their friendship, their whole bickering, the back and forth, the best friends brother dynamic is just so awesome. I love it so much. I'm so in awe with them, and I love the fact that Kenji is the guy that just speaks his mind. Okay, he's not gonna sugarcoat things, but in the same time, he's the most reliable for her. They are best friends for a reason, and it's just that guy girl best friend dynamic that's just absolutely phenomenal and so freaking delicious, if it's for real, because not most of them are not. But if it's just purely platonic, it's so freaking satisfying and so fucking awesome. I love it. I'm obsessed with their whole dynamic. So yeah, that's where we are right now. I think I'm gonna go back and read some more, listen some more, and I'm gonna see you in a bit with our next update. Hopefully not before I finish the book. I'm aiming for at least another update before we finish the book, but stay tuned. I'm gonna see you in a moment. I'm finally at around 85%. I'm gonna hear a clip on my app. So first and foremost, they finally got together. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this moment since forever. So I'm very much happy that's finally happening. Okay. Also, he's fucking said it. He fucking said it. It's the first time when I have such an obvious click moment of the title fitting into the rest. You know what I mean? I don't know for you, but for me, it's very satisfying when I finally understand why a book is called a certain way, or a movie, or that's available for everything. But decoding why that title has been chosen, it's one of my favorite games in terms of everything. So yeah, that was the click moment that, oh my god, I loved it so much. For the rest, I had to figure out at the end to be okay, that's what they meant, it's a metaphor. It was a bit different, but here it was way more obvious and way more upfront. I absolutely love it. I was obsessed with it, to just find that title inside the lines of the pages, if that makes sense, I hope. And yeah, that just melted my heart. It was so fucking nice. I absolutely love them together. I think they're so fucking awesome. They're like the ultimate power couple. Now, that being aside, Adam is an ass, an ultimate unadulterated biggest jackass on the planet. I told you I cannot stand the guy. Now I cannot stand him even more. I mean, the whole throwing her out thing was absolutely berserk. And then when, well, everyone else decided to just go with turns so they can actually fight for something. Uh, well, he just basically decided to join in simply because. I mean, I'm not saying that Kenji did the best thing to just manipulate him a bit in a way to come, but at the end of the day, he would have come anyway because, well, he's trying to take care of James and everything. So I think he would have come anyway. That was just more of an excuse, if you ask me. Now, I think aside from having the audacity after all the scenes that he made and all the drama moments to just show up out of nowhere in Warren's home without saying anything, to have also the guts to just insult Juliette again and still be the one that's an asshole and the one cocky about things. Oh my god, I could have bitch slap the bejesus out of him. I do not care that he was technically a good guy, but he was so fucking frustrating when to just kill that guy. Anyway, as you can see, I have very, very strong feelings towards him. And I don't know, the whole entitlement that it was just so fucking annoying, so fucking frustrated that he just felt like he was the only one that was hurt. And when he started to throw, he was like, "No, you cheated on me. This cannot just happen. Grow up. It's just she grew out of love. It's not the end of the world. Move on." Very frustrating. Very, 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 very frustrating. So yeah, that's been interesting to say the least. Now, aside from that, I'm gonna spoil things. I think you already know by now that this is very much a spoilery type of a vlog. So I hope that works for you. If not, I'm sorry. But I need to, well, obviously speak to you more in details about what's happening. So first, oh my god, the scene in which mother died, that broke my heart. I was literally, I felt the pain through the pages, and I was just so, it was so fucked up to see someone so powerful crumble in a way. And I don't know, it was just, it broke my heart that I literally had to pause and just recover myself for a moment because it was a very, very emotional thing. And I'm even getting a bit emotional just thinking about it. The whole relationship that he had and how he took care of her and everything, it was just unbelievable and a bit heartbroken when it happened. I mean, in the end, she's not suffering anymore, so that's a silver lining, I guess, but it's still something very, very powerful. And I like the fact that we got a bit of a backstory of his ring. You know, he's wearing that green ring, and we got a bit of the backstory that how that was the only present he ever got from his mother. Now I think believe it's even more precious. But I do think there will be a play at some point where he will get like another present or something, since he never actually got it. It most probably will be from Juliet. I am foreseeing that type of a scene at some point due to the bill that was made, which was kind of nice. Or maybe I don't know if they will eventually get married or something like that. That will be the ring that he will give to her. Something like that, using a metaphor to correlate to. I have a feeling that may happen. It's just my assumption, my theory. If you if you want, don't spoil things for me in the comments, please. Most probably by the time you see this, I've already read everything, but don't spoil things for me. Let's keep this spoiler free. Then let's just spoil and talk about the book in question, okay? In the respective videos. I think that's ideal and that's the best there. So yeah, I'm just reading there over some notes that I took, but no, I think that's kind of about it that I wanted to tell you. Nothing else for now. I still have a tiny bit left of the book before we wrap up, so most probably I'm gonna see you shortly to wrap up this video and also ignite me. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, guys, I finished it. I finally finished it. I don't know why. I swear to God. First of all, it was so fucking satisfying. So that I absolutely loved. Now, I think it was. I swear to God, it feels like it was meant to be a trilogy, not. I don't know how many books are there. Officially, I believe 6, and then there are the novellas. I think. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Anyway, so I totally feels like it was meant to be a trilogy. Now it was very satisfying, as I was mentioning. Though it's slightly, I don't know, was it just me? My brain too fucked up, or did it felt slightly too easy to just kill him like that after they just build him as such a powerful character, as such an undefeated one? Did it feel a tiny bit too easy to just kill him like that? I don't know, was it just me? Maybe my brain is fucked up and I was expecting something way more dramatic than it actually happened. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a YA. So maybe I'm just overstretching here with that. But it was satisfying nevertheless. Now, I was worried at the end, okay? I was genuinely worried that something might have happened to Warren because of how things were built up, but I was happy to report that I was wrong, and that was not the case. So very much happy about that outcome. And again, yeah, it was very nice how everything happened, what's been going on, and what's not. Now I will have to be honest with you. Juliette is the supreme commander. I don't think she has experience the anything on her to just do that job. I mean, she definitely has a heart and people are following her and she is physically strong enough, but I don't think she's mentally strong enough for such a takeover. Does that make sense? I think she's a bit too young and raw and inexperienced to take upon such a huge role. Now I know that Warren is there to help in Castle as well, so a lot of people are there and she will do great in the end. It just feels like she's so unprepared to take on this role. It just feels so slightly far fetched. I don't know. I love her character. I love the whole arc and the whole thing. I don't see that as being the happiest scenario. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to see exactly how things will go. I To be honest, for me personally, I would love to see her struggle with the role because that will be very realistic until she actually manages to just master it. Because everyone knows she will. It's not a type of book in which you will not. But so I'm pretty sure she will be an amazing one. I wish to see her a bit struggle before she gets there, so the whole trajectory will be realistic. But yeah, aside from that, her power upgrade, whoa, didn't just it felt so shocking for me initially to see that power upgrade. At first, I thought it was very sudden and very like an instant power up, but then I realized she's been training for months, both physically and with her ability, so it kind of makes sense. It's just the fact that we had no idea how her power works now and what's the outcome of all the trainings. I hope that that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking on. So with that out of the way, I'm checking now my notes to see if I missed to say anything. No, I think that's kind of about it. I'm very curious to dive into the next one and see exactly how things will be approached. I'm sure we're gonna see her journey as the new commander. I'm curious to see if there will be any repercussion to the previous one dying. If the boys will have any type of resentment, any type of feelings towards that. I'm also very much looking forward to see the relationship between Adam and Warren develop because they finally know of each other, or actually Warren knows that Adam's his brother and also James, but James is a kid, so he's a bit unaware of what's going on. And I think it's gonna be a very nice aspect to see more of their building the brotherhood in a way. So I'm very much looking forward for that. Adam is still pissing me off. I'm hoping for a redemption arc for him in my eyes. I swear to God, that's what I'm hoping for. And yeah, I really am looking forward for that brotherhood relationship. Also, I think it's so he reacted so well to the whole news. I had no idea how he will take it because it was quite a shock. And literally, in the day that his mother died, he found out that, well, guess what? You lost a mother, but you gained two brothers in a way. So it was a bit fucked up in more than one sense. But at the end of the day, I think it was quite nicely done. So I very much enjoyed this. So yeah, I think those are my final thoughts on this. I am extremely into the series. I'm starting to get slightly obsessed. I don't understand how I've been sitting on this for so long without finally reading it. But yeah, I'm very happy that I'm finally doing it, and I'm just locked in. I'm completely obsessed with that. So yeah, with that being said, in terms of my rating, I will rate this book 4 stars. I really loved it so far. From I feel like this will be split into two halves. I don't know why I got the feeling that this is ending a chapter, most probably because of that feeling that I was mentioning earlier, that it feels like it was meant to be a trilogy and then it got extended, something like that. So I feel like it's like two halves of the same story, of a bigger story, actually, not the same story. So I feel the need to mention, I don't know, like a favorite out of the first five that I read. Yeah, I think, yeah, there are five because there are two novellas and three main ones. So, you're gonna laugh. But the first novella was my favorite out of the first five. Does that sound weird? Maybe. Destroy Me, I think that was a novella. Hold on. So yeah. I was just double checking my ranking to make sure. So yes, so Destroy Me, I think it was my favorite. It's between Destroy Me and Unravel Me. Those two are up in the top, but I think that Destroy Me it's a tiny bit higher. And I know maybe that sounds weird since it's a novella that's filling into the main story. So if we're adding novellas, clearly Destroy Me. If we're adding just the main ones, it's gonna be Unravel Me. So those will be my top favorites. But out of everything that I've read so far from the Shatter Me series, Destroy Me is my favorite. I don't know. I feel like that different POV, so short but so powerful. I think it added so much to the whole thing. I was just shocked about the outcome and how things are done, and now I'm kind of expecting that novella with the extra POV because I feel like I need it. Now that I got those two, there is no way in which I'm not. I was actually double checking the next novella. I was expecting we will go direct into a novella, and we're not. Apparently, we're going directly into book 4. So now I feel like something is missing. I feel like Warren's POV is missing from the last bit, because I got so much used to that thing. But yeah, regardless of that, it's been quite a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to dive into the next one. But until we do that, thank you so much for choosing to spend yet another day with me here. Make sure you check my socials, Instagram, TikTok, for more shorter bits and day-to-day life, and also my Patreon for a bunch of free reactions and more coming your way. Yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. If you haven't watched the rest, I'm gonna link here again the whole series. We're gonna do a whole lot of vlogs this month, so I hope you're gonna have a lot of fun. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed our vlog here. And yeah, until the next time I see you, which in this case is tomorrow, stay cozy in your cast, you guys. Bye! Aaron